This episode, as usual, and all the other episodes, is brought to you by Mavix. Give me a break. I've been away from home for such a long time. I'm glad to be back. No general today. He's got challengers. We bid him good luck. Today, I just got back. I literally just walked into the office, but I want to welcome everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat, type welcome for me so I can read it and feel good about spending one full week out in L.A. My man Karma, we have the honorable guest, the man, the myth, the legend, the Italian Italiano, Mr.
like
Tommy Zuma.
Welcome
back.
Paparato. My man Big Timer.
Going on,
Scratchy
everybody?
glasses. Still doesn't
May
have-
15th.
May 15th?
Got the appointment.
Get out of here.
Swear to God.
May 15th, you're going to
May
have new
15th.
glasses.
Well, they probably got to like order them or something. I got thick ass frames, bro.
Yeah.
I'm blind.
Same.
Have you ever started? Yeah. Yeah.
And mine are crooked as shit. They've been like that for like 4 months.
What is it? What can you explain to me why you haven't gotten new ones?
I don't know. Why hasn't Will gotten new ones?
Well, no, I know why he hasn't gotten new ones. I want to know your reason. I'll tell
I
you
don't
his
know.
reason. No reason at all. He just hasn't gotten around
I'm right
to
there
it.
with
That's the
them.
reason.
What
no
is it?
reason.
It's been like
I
4
can
years
see.
for me.
Can you won't you get LASIK?
I don't know.
Ooh, LASIK
Wait,
is
what's wrong with
scary.
your glasses? It's
They're
scary.
just
or something?
crooked. I
Oh.
just keep sleeping on them.
Oh, you don't even
Yeah,
take them
that's-
off.
Sometimes.
Yo, you know what I always wanted? I wanted you to always have like you know those goggles that have the elastic band around your head.
Ooh,
If you
yes.
competed in those, or if you competed in those, that would have been the most fire shit ever.
No.
Remember when JCap wore the sweatband,
Yeah.
the headband?
That would have been good.
Yeah, you know. Remember how many they sold? I
Yeah,
don't
we
even-
should have competed in goggles, Will.
Yeah.
We fucked
Well,
up.
not goggles, same glasses, but
Like in
just add
swag.
elastic, and then you put the headset on top of it. Fire! It
That's a
would have been a fashion
That would've
statement
been a
beyond
good look for
belief.
sure. Some goggles.
Anyway, what did I miss when I was gone? What did I miss?
Yeah, Tom,
A
what did we
lot.
miss?
A lot. I mean, you got challenges players coming up. You got new updates. You got some drama with Hook coming in, maybe going to another team. So,
Ooh, Florida is what I hear.
yeah. I mean, rumor on the street, man. I don't know. You know, people they're always like following people, and
Yeah.
people are like little investigators.
They're
and
called the
stuff,
Reddit
so-
investigators.
Yeah. So apparently, he followed the CEO of Mutineers.
Mr. Ben Spoon,
And,
holler at my boy. I don't know. I frankly, I'm just happy that he's gonna go somewhere. We really don't know. I don't think we'll ever know what the deal is and why he got benched. Obviously, he's talented enough to know, so it had to have been some sort of chemistry issue, in my opinion. But I don't know. I don't know how that dynamic works because I know Hastro, like, has always like that's his franchise player. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
So I don't know. There had to have been something, and I wonder why Josef was taking pictures if he never sent them for us to post. You know what I'm saying?
It's weird too with him because, like you said, he's a franchise player, but they did everything. They built everything around him.
Yeah.
Like they
But
the
they
last
structured
what?
the team.
They
around
structured the
him.
team
3 or
around
4
him. They
years.
got whoever he wanted, and they've been paying him super well for sure. If they've been keeping him on and locking him in, so
So is he the one that has a choice? Like, if he wanted to leave and join Florida, he can just do it? Or
Nah,
the team
so-
has to.
Buy
so
him
they're
out.
gonna have to buy him out or
Yeah.
get a trade. So that's where I was like, if he's going to Florida, they're probably getting somebody in return.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking the only person worth getting in return from Florida is Big Wake.
Awakening.
So I'm like, maybe we're seeing an awakening Hook trade, or I don't know, because Florida also is another team that has a lot of talent, but they're
Yeah.
not putting it together. They're
Yeah.
not executing. So now I'm starting to think we might see a trade for the first. I mean, we don't see trades often in COD.
No,
we
no,
really
no.
don't. It's very hard to get a trade.
We did a 3-way trade in a way, but it wasn't because it expired. But when Arcides came to me and said, "Yo, I gotta go," I said, "All right, where do you want to go?" He's like, "Probably like FaZe," and I was like, "Okay." So I hit up my man Paul, and I'm like, "Yo, this guy wants to go over there. Who do you got?" He's like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna have to let go of Priesta." I'm like, "Yo, all right, cool. So check this out. If you let go of Priesta, send Priesta over to LA, and then LA will give me Dashy." And at the time, obviously, the OpTic thing
Yeah.
was still there, so I was just like, "God damn it, yeah, I mean, sure." So obviously, like, I'm not one to hold anybody hostage, but I will say this clearly, and please hear me now. Just because I do it doesn't mean that is the only way to do it. People have the right to sell and buy contracts. People, ownership, organizations have the right to say, we're gonna sell your contract. You just don't get. There's too much investment going on in from them to just like let go of that. The only reason I did it It's got some cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
That's way more structured than when I played. It used to be like you would hear some rumors, like
Yeah.
one of your teammates won it, and
Yeah.
then they would just delete you off their friends list and never talk to you again. And
Yeah.
they would just join a different team, and that's how you knew. You just
Dude,
got
I-
on one day, they weren't on your friends list anymore.
I had
and you were like,
Cap
oh.
leave my team at the middle of PAX.
Yeah, like
I
middle
don't know
of the
who we were
tournament.
about
I
to
mean, it's
play.
still the same in challengers. I don't know if you heard the Method story when he left his team a few days ago.
No.
He just texted the group chat and he was just like, "Yeah, guys, I'm out of here. Like, I got another team," and left the group chat. Like, he just left.
Wait, no explanation, no
No
nothing?
explanation. He's just said, I found another team and I thought they were better, so good luck, and just left the chat. And he's like, "Hey, business is business."
Yeah,
Like,
Tracy straight up.
Yeah,
and I was like, "Damn."
but when he
didn't
got
even know the
benched,
hard-
business was not business.
No.
Yeah, no,
Yo,
no.
it's- look,
So I was like,
it's
"Damn."
it's humanity 101. It's only cool if you're the one doing it, right? It's only cool if you leave a team. It's cool because you have your reasons and it's business. But when the team benches you and they don't get to say it's like, yo, it's strictly business.
That's personal
That's
at that point.
personal, man. The person that it happens to is always going to be the one that takes it personally. Period. That's what it is. So. You know, I wish everybody well. We will continue to push on through the way that we have. Just, I'm not a big fan of changes. Never have. I don't think that I ever will. I'll always leave it up to the players. But I love my team. I don't like change, and I like every single one of them, man. I'm not trying to see no changes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Got to keep that chemistry rolling. Just time. Just even if you lose some, just work on it. It's how you get better.
Yeah.
Winning is teaching. Losing
Teaching is learning.
It's
There's
something,
nothing
something
better
like that.
too when you're not playing well
Yeah.
and you just somehow, just work through it and
Yeah.
start playing well. Like, that's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Karma?
Yeah, I did it for like 5 years.
Who would you have dropped from back in the day?
I don't know, man.
It's cool, man. I mean, it's
I don't know.
it's in the
I don't know who I
future.
would pick.
Yeah, who cares, right?
Yeah, I mean, fuck it.
Fuck it. Just know that when they wanted to drop you, me and Hitch were super against it. Just know that. I'm like, no, fuck that. What? No, hell no. Fuck no. Fucking Crim, fucking Seth. I'm like, no, shut up. Sit down and work.
All right.
Jesus.
Anyways.
Go, Michael.
Anyway. Probably drop Karim.
Yeah, fuck all of them.
Yeah.
This
You know what
guy
I'm
outta
saying?
here.
All right, so what's been going on? I've been keeping up with the matches. Obviously, today's Sunday, and we are about to play the Los Angeles Thieves.
Yes, sir.
I was with Nadeshot like almost every day this past week, and as he was saying goodbye to me to go to Houston, and I had to stay there an extra couple of days. So I'm like, yo, what's good for Sunday? You want to get together and watch the game? He's like, what game? I'm like, the Call of Duty. He's like, oh shit, yeah, we are playing each other. I'm like, yeah. He's like, I'm gonna be in Houston. I'm like, I'll go pick you up. He's like, yo, it'll be good for the vlog. And I'm like, I'm not vlogging. He's like, all right, I'll see you Monday then. I don't know if I'll drive out there to get him. But there's a new patch, which means that there's a new game. What say you, Zuma? What's up? When do you think that they're gonna get their stuff together and make everything synchronic?
What do you mean? Like,
The league.
Real quick, wait. Have they played any of the matches on the new patch yet? Or
no, I don't think so.
is it like the next
It's-
weekend?
Yeah, I think,
Or
is it this weekend?
upcoming week of matches?
Yeah, okay, it's this weekend.
No,
then.
it's this weekend.
Oh, it is this weekend?
They've already been playing on the new
oh,
one.
okay.
Cepho.
Okay. But it didn't really change
Chat.
much. I mean, I personally don't think it changed that much. I mean, there's problems with the movement. I think a lot of people were saying it was weird because they changed the slide cancel and it got really bad where you could like barely do it.
Yeah.
And then like the next day they like
kinda
fixed
reverted?
it. Yeah, they like reverted it back kinda. Like they didn't
But
revert
it's
it.
still not as good.
Not as good. I mean, it's still
It's
good.
still doable.
Yeah. Like people
Yeah.
are still like how people are.
Yeah,
like,
the one that I joined, everyone was saying like, dude, you have to jump. Like you can't
thing,
slide.
The thing is too is like people are always gonna find a way. Just the way COD is played. I mean, you were talking about the clip with Shotzi and TJ. How he's just sliding across the door back and
It
forth.
was insane.
And it's like people will always find a way now to just abuse the mechanics of the game, no matter what. Like
Yeah,
if
we were
there's
talking about that the other week. Like that's any sport. Like at the top level, they're gonna find whatever like little edge you can get.
and
whether
it's funny
slide
because
canceling or-
they were talking about the snaking. Like that was like a big thing when last time I was on. We were talking about it, and it just got worse. I don't know if you can see how fast you can crouch up and down now.
No.
Oh,
Did
so
it get
people
worse,
just-
really?
Oh, dude, it's so bad.
I thought
You-
they fixed it.
Is that why in the
Nah.
clips sell like right after the slide patch? Like you just see him standing like crouched
and
up
I
and
don't know
down.
if they fixed that or not, but
Yeah.
if it's still like that, then I don't know. Because I've been playing on PC, and on PC you could like really
it's crazy
spam click,
fast.
and I'm just like, dude, like this, like just go. I'm like, this is gonna be bad.
Is
really
it just
bad.
crouching to standing up, or you got to lay down and?
No, you just
stand
crouch
up?
and stand
Just
up.
crouch.
It's just,
Bro, that shit on PC when you're
literally,
slamming the
that's
button,
why,
bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have it on my mouse button. I'm just like clicking it mad fast, and I'm literally just going like this. I had my teammate. I had somebody like we tested it like in a match. I was on stream.
Does it look like you're never standing up for them?
Yeah, it literally looks like. I mean, you can literally just use it for info. Like you can just keep doing it, and then once you see somebody, like you just keep bobbing up and down. They're not gonna kill you.
No jiggle peeking.
You don't need
whatever
a
the fuck
jiggle peek
that's
anymore.
called.
That's why I'm like, I'm curious to see how it plays out, but.
Well, I'm excited to watch. I watched some of it last night as I got to my hotel, and I'm having fun watching other people play. You know, it's Call of Duty, and when it's competition, and I know that it matters. Like I just watched it before. I never used to watch anybody else's play. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it was like a storyline that was happening, and it was developing, and like whenever Hook plays wherever he plays, like I watched it whenever Clay got dropped by Empire, and then they played, and then he fucking reigned supreme. I was like, oh shit! Like that's the moments that I want to sort of live and breathe. So I don't know. I think that for the most part, I think that the matches leading up to what is it? Wait, so from here we go to the Dallas LAN, right? All right. So we just got clarity on that. We don't see the LAN event until the following stage.
Okay.
And then after that, the following stage is the OpTic Chicago homestand. Yet to be announced as far as where it is. Not that it matters because no one's showing up anyway. Unfortunately,
no fans for that one.
No
either.
fans. No, I don't think that we'll see fans until
next year.
Maybe champs. Maybe champs.
Oh.
Maybe champs. I mean, by then the vaccinations may have got. Have you gotten yours yet?
I haven't gotten mine.
Have you gotten yours yet?
No.
You?
I go tomorrow.
For your first one?
Yeah, I'm going. No, it's Johnson & Johnson.
Oh,
one
J&J?
shot.
Oh, where are you getting that at?
CVS.
Really?
Go on CVS's website and
Yeah.
you can just make an appointment. It's easy.
I'm not trying to do the 2 and wait around.
Yo,
and
me
the
either,
second
man.
one's supposed to be where. Just
look,
give me the one.
Everybody's talking shit about J&J.
Apparently, it is only like 60-something% effective.
Yeah.
Though.
Apparently, it's better now, though.
Is it?
People are saying it's good. It's just not as good, but like it's good.
Yeah.
But I'm.
It's better than
I
not
don't
getting
know.
one at all, probably.
I don't know, bro. I'd rather get a one and done than
Same.
go and get 2
What about
shots.
you? What do you want? Both of them? Because one of them knocks you the fuck
I don't
out.
fucking
Apparently.
know.
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't know.
Are you gonna get one?
I'm still kind of scared what that's just gonna do to me in the long term.
Yeah, it alters your DNA.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's
I don't
it
think I
does.
can take any more
cancel my shit.
alterations.
Yeah, it's DNA alterations.
I just know the last time I got like a bad shot, I forget what it was for, but I went in and I remember the shot. It wasn't like a tetanus shot, but they said this one hits like a tetanus shot. Like it makes your arm sore. The last shot I got that made my arm sore, I remember standing up and I had my Letterman's jacket in high school and like I couldn't lift my arm.
Yeah.
Bro, stood up, went to walk out the lobby, just straight passed out black. Just fainted, like hit my head on a chair.
Get the fuck.
So like the more I think about it, I'm like, fuck, I really don't want to. It's like a drive-through. I can't fucking drive through and do that shit. I'll faint.
Dude, I'm getting it just because I want everything to go back to normal.
You're doing the one though.
I don't know. I might do the Moderna or the Pfizer. You know, cause that. But I do. Hutch got the J&J.
Yeah.
Diesel got the other ones. One of the other ones. Diesel went down for about 2 days. Hutch didn't go down at all. Or he was pretending like he
They
was
put
sick.
Diesel down.
Yeah, it put Diesel down. And that's a
Damn.
big boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. You know what's also crazy is that do they measure how much of a like is the vaccine like 1 milliliter, and then if you're a bigger
Like
dude
you
they
think
give
you
you
all
2?
get the same
Right.
dose or something?
Everybody, how does that make sense? How are they gonna give me the same dose as Zuma?
True. That's
You know what
true.
I mean? I'm bigger, taller, just as handsome. Anyway, we're gonna go kick it over to the general knowledge segment.
Hey guys, this is General with General Knowledge, you know, the new name, with Seth Scump Abner,
What's going on, everybody?
Beast himself.
Very much.
We all know each other very well.
I feel like
you know.
I feel like we've already talked about all the
Yeah,
talking
we did.
points
We were
before we even started recording. So this will pretty much just be a run back of what we've already talked about.
So, how we usually talk in the pre-show, diving into the smaller topics that most.
I wouldn't call these small topics.
Okay, but for the bigger picture, like they're very
Yeah.
big and small at the same exact time, and most like fans and watchers of the game don't really talk about it, like the small stuff. But like every little thing, like in competitive, actually.
Well, one of the biggest
goes
things
a long
that we're going to be talking about is the new patch, and I feel like a lot of people really don't understand how the CDL works. So last week we were playing on the old patch. So the new patch was released probably like a week before or a week into our first set of matches for stage 3, but we were still playing on the old patch.
Yeah.
So that hinders a lot of things. I mean,
practice.
We couldn't, like, imagine us, like, we obviously like to stream, we like to scrim our practice, but we're playing on a different patch, so we can't play league play, we can't play pubs, we literally can't play anything but shoot bots and practice or play against each other. Because if you're practicing on that, you're hurting yourself because it's a completely different game now.
Well, your practice versus the pro teams, in my opinion, was hurting you guys because it's like if you choose the scrim search versus a pro team you might play in the tournament, you're hurting yourself. But if you don't play it, you're also hurting yourself.
Yeah, that's another thing.
You can't play against any challenger teams.
Yeah.
We can't play against you, my team.
We play a lot of challenger teams. Like
it's smart.
We've been playing a lot of challenger teams, especially your team, throughout like the beginning of the season. But whenever we're playing on the new patch or the old patch and they're playing on the new patch, we can't even play AM teams. And we play AM teams a lot for search practice because amateur teams go hard against us in search.
Yeah.
And it helps a lot. It really does. So it's kind of been it's always weird when a patch gets released and it's as game changing as this one was. I think this next week's going to be very interesting, especially on the new patch. It's going to be It's a new game. It's like a completely new game. So this week's going to be interesting. Thankfully, we only play once this week, and we play last, so we get a lot of practice just being able to, get reps in and only have to play one time. So that helps us.
Challengers players coming up and / roster changes like the LA Thieves one and the Polex / Zap to London. You guys played against them. So, yeah, I mean, I think just Challengers players coming in general. I think it just came down to like the new life in a team and whether they're actually going to have their like composure at the high level.
We also have Havoc coming in for Slacked.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how much of a change that really made, honestly. They 3-0'd Minnesota, which was great. Maybe that new honeymoon period but I don't. They're kind of like similar players.
Off and off. Yeah,
they're similar players, Slacked and Colt. So Florida's another one. I mean, bringing in Challengers players has helped some teams, but also it hasn't helped teams at all. So it's really like, if you do pick up a Challengers player, you don't know what you're going to get. They could look great in Challengers and then come in and shit the bed. Yeah. You just don't know.
Well, how I look at it in this game, it's not so much about the talent anymore. I just think it's about how well you mesh with the team.
Oh, 100%.
So if you're meshing in like a creddy game, like this is a creddy game, like creddy angles, off angles, like
it's a pretty creddy
set
game.
up, double team shot, lay down, like
you can get a lot of free kills if you position yourself correctly and play the map right. And if you just help your teammates, like
your subs are supposed to be the rat players, and your ARs are supposed to band-aid like tough situations. So that's how I look at it. And as long as everyone's composed and not trying to do too much, and like always just trying to like make the game easier for each other, looking at the mini map, basic COD fundamentals, I feel like that's when the competitive series happen. But I feel like when people are starting to do too much on the map and overcompensating, that's when you just get people losing full and multiple mistakes.
That's why I feel like our team is just so well-rounded.
Yeah.
Because, like, our team, we've been through so many crazy series this year. And, like, a lot of those series, we know we shouldn't have lost. It's like, I feel like we should be, I think we're 12-7 right now. I feel like we should be, like, at least 15-4. Or, like, just some of the craziest shit has been happening to us. And that's why it's like, people can call for roster changes, whatever, but like we're confident with our 4 players. Like we know that we can beat anyone, and it really just comes down to, are we going to fuck up when it matters, or are we going to clutch up?
Yeah, and execute. That's how my team is too. My team won the 40K, and then we went 2-5 in the elite league matches because we made a couple mistakes we never really do, right?
And it's hard, like especially in an online setting. We've talked about it as a team. Like we feel like sometimes. We've said it. It's hard for us to be fully mentally there.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like when our team eventually does go to LAN, we're gonna get better.
Oh yeah,
and we're gonna get significantly better because.
To be honest, you guys thrive off the crowd, right?
That's I mean it's we thrive off the crowd. Me and Matt are veterans. We've been playing for so long. I mean, you've been playing for a long time now too. Like you just know, like when you're at LAN, it's a completely different mindset, atmosphere. Like you're in every single match 100%.
Because what I say about LAN matches, I don't really think the aim mechanical, like people aiming and shooting changes.
That's why
it's all the decision making.
Both our subs are pre-aim. Me and Dylan are both pre-aimers. That's why we get better on LAN because
it's all decision making.
All decision making and timings. Like we know our timings really well, And most of the time, or some of the time online, we'll just get bullshitted out of a kill, and it's like
when you played Ratty and you wasted 20 seconds already, and then you get BS, yeah, it sucks.
Yeah,
but like,
exactly. So that's why I feel like our team is incredibly excited to get back to LAN. I mean, we're literally waiting for it. Like at this point, we're just waiting for that go-ahead to get back to where we know that we thrive.
Yeah. I would say for the last thing with trades, right? How we're talking about with Hook, Slasher, Zero. I mean, Zero didn't really get to play. I don't know really what's going on with like London, right? But I would say with the Slasher and Hook one, both teams, like you said, it's not that Dallas is playing better, but they're playing more methodical. Maybe that does make them better. But with the Slasher,
it feels like they're slower when we played them. Like they feel like a slower, like just slower in general. Like they work everything out. It's not so much bailouts and like a phase kind of play style where like they'll just get bailed out because they're they're just individually talented. But FaZe obviously plays structure as well. But Dallas was kind of like FaZe in that sense, but they wouldn't get those bailouts as often.
Yeah.
I think now at the point in the year is where we're going to start seeing less and less roster changes. I don't think we're going to see very many more. I think teams are now at the point where you kind of got to stick it out.
Yeah, you got to stick it out.
Like we're at stage 3 now. We're about halfway through it. A couple matches into this week.
Because this game is reps and comfortability too. So
yeah, I mean, it's all synergy, and we have 3 more stages than champs. So it's like it's getting to crunch time. So I feel like a lot of the roster changes we've seen are pretty much the final ones. We might see a couple more, but that's really it. I think a lot of teams are happy where they're at right now. Maybe not fully happy, but I feel like now they feel they have the best base to improve. I mean, at this point now you just got to improve. You can't just keep switching players out left and right and hope for a change because
that's in New York.
It rarely works. I mean,
imagine in New York loses that 5-5. And they just made another change. They're like, oh, like it didn't work.
Nah, they wouldn't make a change after that.
No, I'm not saying they're not making a change. I'm saying like your mindset definitely is like, oh, that sucks. Like you lost.
I mean, you look at us. Yeah. People are calling for changes for us, for me specifically, which is fucked up. But I mean, look at both of our majors that we've lost. We lost a round 11 to Dallas at our first major.
Unfortunate. Yeah,
it's just super unfortunate. Kyler got the best timing, and then we lose a round 11 to Minnesota. To get to top 4 and play Toronto again, and Toronto threw us to the other side of the bracket for a reason. Like they know that we're nasty. They could have picked Dallas. They picked us. It says a lot. And we know we're right there as long as we can just close out these things that are eliminating us are just like things you can't really prep for, and it just happens in the moment. And I feel like our team, we're confident in each other, and we know that we can take out the best. We just gotta put it all together on the day that we play.
I agree. So this has been General Seth Scump Abner, one of the beasts with general knowledge. This is the new segment. You're gonna see a lot more of this. Thank you guys all for watching. I'll cut it back right to the couch.
Holla.
Well, as you guys heard it there, my concern will always be in that particular case, right? How long are we gonna have to go until Activision decides to say, you know what, this is a sport. Let's treat it very competitively. Let's approach this from a competitive standpoint, competitive integrity standpoint, and not allow stuff like this to happen. In what sport, God damn it, in what sport do you see mid-seasons like, you know what?
We're going to give you 5 downs now. Actually, it's 1st and 12.
It's 1st and 12. Yep. Yeah, you know what? No. We need the 3-point line to be like, I don't know, 5. Steph Curry has just evolved. He's just an animal. So
we're moving it back 1 foot.
Yeah, we're moving it back 1 foot. Middle of the season. Not that they would care, right? I mean, they're launching it from far away. But when do you think that happens, Big T?
Probably never. I would say never.
You would say no. You have no faith.
I do not think that would ever happen.
Why?
Because there's too much on the line. It's too structured. There's too much going on. It's too competitive. It's the highest level of those sports, and this is the highest level of video games, so it's got to be the same.
What about you, Karma? Do you have any?
I'm right there with him. I don't think it's ever going to change.
So you think that from here on out, our professional players aren't going to be able to play pub matches anymore? Because they're playing on a different meta.
We're not gonna be able to play pub matches.
Well, right now, because you're playing on a specific update, you can't go back and play a different one because it'll
terms of that,
you'll be practicing in a different one. Yeah.
Yeah, they just don't want to play a different game, basically.
Yeah.
But I mean, to add on to this, I just feel like COD changes every year, so it's like hard to keep things consistent when we're playing a different game every year.
Yeah.
Because there's always just more to complain about, and that's why there's changes being made to it, and they're trying to help the pro scene. They're trying to make it as competitive as possible. But at the same time, it's just like now the public is different to the pro scene. You know what I'm saying?
You said you didn't think it was that bad anyway, right? The patch in terms of like
I didn't
changing
think,
the game.
at first it did. At first it really changed the game, and then with the slide cancel and everything, and then they reverted it back. I mean, we're gonna see this weekend on how it plays out. We've been watching it a little bit with the new patch, but it hasn't really changed much in my eyes. And we still got new maps coming in. They announced a standoff that's dropping out soon, so new maps are gonna be brought in too. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal, honhonestly.
No,
still the same guns too, right?
Yeah, same guns,
Krieg,
same stuff.
74,
yeah, same stuff.
Well, look, I'm gonna take the lead of the pro player. I'm not. What am I gonna do? You know, you're right.
Because General was making it seem like it was a completely different game, but I think that was before they reverted.
It was. When they first did it, I was like, whoa, like
bad.
I might need to come back because they got rid of the slide cancel
100%.
completely.
The night
and
they
I
said
was
that,
like,
I joined, and
I
they're
was like, I
like-
could lean back and play again, just like it's like the old days.
I was watching them play a raid free for all,
And
and
it
no
looked
no
fun.
bullshit. They're all jumping around.
Yeah,
like
it
no
looked
one was
fun.
sliding nothing, dude. They were like, it's bad.
That has played like World War II. Like nobody was sliding.
Like,
nobody
shit,
was
I'm
doing-
coming back, motherfuckers.
I was like, yeah,
what
this
are you
looks
guys
like
doing
fun.
right
like,
now?
This looks like a lot of fun. And then like a few hours later, there was like a hot fix or something, and it was back.
Like, yeah, now the world's back. Everything's
I
good
remember
now.
I was playing League Plan. I was like, wait, like it's back. Like, why am I
You can
slide? I
slide
was
again.
disappointed. I was so disappointed.
I still can't slide cancel. I've tried it. I don't understand how what the button combination is.
You just slide, aim, jump.
Slide, aim, jump.
Yep.
But you gotta do it real fast.
It's like aim jump at the same time.
Nah, so like I claw, so you hit circle to slide because I play default.
So you're running,
then you aim.
slide,
Yep.
mid slide, you're aiming,
You aim and then you jump, so you get.
and
that,
the whole
that
point
pop.
is so you. Oh, okay.
No,
brings you
slide,
back up.
aim.
So mid
pop.
slide, you're popping up.
Yep.
So you go
Yep,
from being on your ass sliding to second base to running the third instantly.
Like
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like no momentum loss.
Right.
Like, you're already ready to get to fucking home base.
And it's just the animation that makes that good.
Yeah, the animation. I mean, you saw it in the clip with TJ.
That's what that was. That was slide cancel.
That's basically slide canceling. Yeah, I mean, he's just going back and forth between the door, just
Oh,
slide
that was
canceling
fucked,
over
dude.
and
That was
over
the
again,
scariest
you know
thing
what
I've
I'm
ever
saying?
seen,
It's like,
yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a little fugazi, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the slide canceling, but at the same time, it adds like a movement skill gap,
Yeah.
right? Like when you watch somebody like Shotzi play, like he's fun to watch because his movement's so good.
Yeah.
But it can definitely get cheesy at times. But I like it. It's fast paced. It speeds up the game a little bit.
Right.
I'm surprised you didn't. I mean, to me, you were
I
always.
prefer wall running, bro. That
Yeah.
shit's fun.
I agree.
I hated the wall running.
You
I
didn't
like,
like it?
I like
hated
being
it.
able to stick to anything, you know?
I think Black Ops 3 did it right. Personally, I think that the Black Ops 3 was like the best one in my opinion.
It was a good game.
It was a really, really good game. You didn't want to see me with a Razorback. God damn it.
See, I'm an AW guy. I loved AW.
Did you?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
What's his name? General loved that shit. I mean, you know what's crazy is that it wasn't that bad. Like, yeah, it was different, but it added that extra element that you're talking about, like being able to
was
like
cool.
literally
It was
maneuver-
cool.
move it to the right. Yeah.
We were
But I
actually
think
watching it the other day and just watching it back. It was just cool to watch, like people flying around, the jetpacks and
100%.
stuff. It was just exciting. We had crazy matches. The FaZe versus OpTic rivalry, like that was crazy too. Like just watching back some of those matches, it was so exciting to watch.
Yeah. No, it was. There's a note here about the esports certification. Look, I personally am I take pride in the fact that I don't give a shit about other people's businesses, and you know, if people want to start doing that, like I didn't even know what was happening. I'll say what I miss, and then I was like, oh, esports certification. I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck.
It's
that
just
is.
like somebody just put out a test, like a certification.
Yeah,
for,
but I just don't. I personally look. I don't
for
know
like
what's
new
bad about it.
employees, like what?
Yeah, people that are coming into the industry, for
Okay.
example, call it Joe Schmo from the street.
Yeah.
He goes and pays $400 to get certified. I don't know if they get a book and then they learn
And then
they,
take that to an org and be like, here, I know about.
Yeah, he's like, hey,
esports.
look at my certificate. If somebody came with a fucking certificate, I'd do the same thing that I do any single time that Roger gives me topics for the OpTic podcast. He'd be like, okay, let me ask you this: who is the green wall? You, Seth. But wrong. The fans are the green wall. Oh, it's
That'd be question one.
Certified.
Of the OpTic certification
no, but
test.
was messed up, and I saw Nate Shot's thing. Nate said, show me a screenshot of like some math equation. Like if somebody does
on the test.
Yeah, it was like if Tim the Tap Man comes in, drops 4-letter.
There's some funky shit like I got a Phantom.
What's the last quadruplant?
On
of the
Valorant.
scrupulous.
I'm in a 1v3. What are the chances that I dude?
Like, why would you need to do that? First of all,
know.
Like, imagine this, right? Some random dude of the street comes in with a certificate, gives me the certificate and his resume, right? This dude's worked good jobs, office jobs, and all of a sudden I'm like, what do you want to do? He's like, oh, I want to be an esports lawyer. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're certified. Like, you don't need to pass the bar, motherfucker. Get in there. Come on, represent. Look at his contract.
I just can't tell like how legit it is. I just don't know anything about it. Is it like a cash grab thing? Like they're just trying to.
Pretty sure they have good people.
If
going
that's the
through
first
it.
thing that came to your mind, a lot of respectable people were on there. You know what I mean? And when I was looking, I couldn't believe some of them. I was like, what?
There's like
on
there's
there
a lot.
in terms of like working for.
No, like advisory board people.
Okay, yeah.
And then I'd already made my comment before I looked to see who was on there, and I was like, oh shit, man, like, my bad. Yo,
Yeah,
my
I know
bad.
some of these
Rishi,
people.
my bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, that's my boy. I'm like, oh, yo, my
Everybody,
bad.
man.
Huh.
I don't know. That was I have no comment on it. Starting from right now, obviously, I just had my own personal comments on there. The off-meta weapons that are being used right now.
I don't think there is
Off-meta
now,
weapons.
is there?
No,
No,
there
I
is
think
because
so.
it's on this one, right? Like this is the.
Oh, do they still use the Milano in? Has anyone used the
It's
Milano?
kind of shit.
Yeah.
I think the FAR. Are people using the FAR? I know Dashy's been using it. People have been talking about him using it, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if people are actually gonna use it in a match. That's the thing.
I don't know. All I remember from the FAR was what's his name, Formal, using it only on Checkmate for S&D, and the dude was fucking frying. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, he pulled it out. Yeah,
I was
he
like,
pulled it out.
wow. He's like, dude. It's like, wow. Like no, so finding these weird ass angles. I'm like, holy shit, this guy's cracked.
Because it's good in like those like medium range, close range.
Yeah,
'cause
you
it shoots
feel
really
like you
fast.
kinda get
and
nuked.
yeah, so you can kill pretty quick with it. It's good in certain situations. for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
It's an AR.
Yeah. Which was in the beginning of the game, the FAR was like the gun. Like the FAR was
I
like
love
the
that
go-to
shit.
gun for sure. But I don't know. We'll see what people change. I'm really curious to talk about some of these roster changes. Because we have Chino coming in,
Yeah.
Hydra coming in, Zap coming in with London. Like there's just so
Did
many.
Hydra's English better?
His English is pretty good. It's not bad.
It was always good.
So here's the thing. Apparently they were practicing with him, and like his English was like terrible. And then when they got into the match, like his English was just.
He
Like,
just fucking learned
yeah,
English.
Like, he just started coming out, just like screaming in English, and everybody was like, "What the fuck?"
one shot.
Yeah, like Clay was
Clay,
like,
get
"Wait
him, Clay."
Like after the match, Clay was like, "Dude, you fucking know English." Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
What is his native language?
He's
French.
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 Yeah,
okay,
he's from
Yeah.
France.
but doesn't play for Paris.
Nope. I guess. Well, apparently Paris wanted him in the beginning of the year, but I guess New York just like I don't know, stole him. took
Yeah, they
his
should.
from him.
Can't blame 'em.
Oh man, the thing is like players often get in the way of the business. And if I was Paris, I would have been like, man, fuck these players. I'm getting this French kid so we can get this like entire country behind.
If you're
this
Toronto,
thing.
would you have 4 Canadians?
Yeah, I would.
Who the fuck you gonna get?
Fucking Karma. Who else? Who cares? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Rambo Ray.
Rambo Ray.
Bring him back. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. I want to send it over to Dylan and Hitch for a cool car segment that we've prepared for you guys for your enjoyment.
Okay.
So, go and
Vroom,
enjoy.
Have you driven a truck before?
Yeah, I used to have a truck.
Oh, okay.
I used to have a
So
truck.
we're safe.
Yeah, we're safe. We're safe.
Good.
Do you know how to drive stick?
Nah, I don't know how to drive stick.
Dude, I want to teach everyone in OpTic how to drive stick shift. So I guess we're going before scrims. How have scrims been going?
Scrims have been good. Obviously, we just came off like a 2-0 week
Yeah.
versus London and Seattle, and most people say those are two the two bottom teams of our group. But honestly, those matches were huge for like our wins, especially going to like Thieves this week on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then Atlanta and New York next week. So we definitely have like our work cut out.
Right.
But the fact that we started 2-0 is super good. And, personally, I've been playing pretty well compared to last stage. So I'm super happy with that.
Yeah.
The squad's been doing really well. Like our search game looks super good. I saw a stat in like our last 9 searches. We've only lost 2 of them, and both those were a 3-5 comeback versus Toronto and Minnesota.
Damn.
So those hurt, but like it shows like how much our S&D has actually improved.
Right. And it's because you guys have been playing like best of 11s and scrims, right?
Yeah, and like we haven't been streaming as much, so people have been on us and like wondering why. And the reason is we just been playing like a lot of best of 11s, which if you don't know, it's it's hardpoint control or hardpoint S&D control, so it replicates like a real match instead of like say we're playing just 5 surges. Like that doesn't feel like a scrim, or like a match. We lose like a hard point, we're like, all right, like we got to bounce back on this surge. So it's kind of like a match,
Yeah. That makes sense. Whenever you guys play, I know some people keep up with like map counts and stuff. Is that like so? Like, do you know that? Like, do you like actively keep like track of the map counts, or is it something that it's just like in the back of you guys' mind?
So it's like for the most part, it's in the back of like our minds. Just of like a self-analyst of like what we've been doing good at and what we've been like struggling at. Because like for instance, we could be really good at raid hardpoint, right? And then all of a sudden our practice starts like it gets worse and worse in the map, and then we're not so confident to play it.
Yeah.
But that's why we have Troy. He's usually a good judge of like, hey, you guys, in scrims, maybe you guys are doing the right things, but you're just losing the map. So like you're still good on the map. You're just like losing it in scrims. Or like, hey, like, last day, for instance. So there's 6 teams in each group, obviously, and like we're not going to scrim the other teams in our group. So if we scrim the teams, say Dallas is not in our group, or Dallas and Toronto, if we're scrimming them right now, then we know for the next stage if we're in their group, like kind of where they're at, map count wise.
And then the guys, they've been playing WoW to relax. Are you a WoW guy?
Nah, I'm not a WoW guy at all.
You're a VR guy.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I playing like VR COD recently. I don't know. It's
VR COD.
It's quite the experience. I don't know. I knew it was some like next level shit when I was reaching on my shoulder, talking through a radio to my teammates.
Dude, could you imagine COD in like proximity chat COD? So like you say it's search and destroy on raid, and you hit ring, and you're there with Seth, and then Seth dies, and you hear and then it just cuts off. Yeah, that'd be hilarious. That'd be so funny. That shit would be so funny.
Yeah, I was playing like the search and destroy mode on it, right? And we're like, I'm with my teammate creeping up. This is like my first game on.
Yeah.
And I'm like behind him trying to bait him, right? And he's like, quiet. I think I can hear them. But I'm like, what? You're sounding their voices?
Oh shit! So you can hear the other team
talk? You can hear the enemy team talk too.
Dude, that's crazy.
So it's so funny, man. So funny.
So what's your go-to pre-scrim meal? And how does that differ from your go-to pre-match meal?
So pre-scrim meal, I'm like pretty like all over the place. Okay. Like I don't want to eat like the same thing every day, Chipotle, Chick-fil-A. And personally, like recently, like fast food hasn't been sounding the best. Yeah. So I've been, our spot's like the diner where you get breakfast every day. Like breakfast is always gonna hit. So that's that's our go-to match meal. We're always getting breakfast. It just like starts the day off right, It's like it's light on your stomach. The main thing for us is like not chalking ourselves. Like if you go into a day or a match like chalking the scrim, like it's not gonna be good, or someone feels like shit.
Right.
So I mean, like Chipotle, honestly, it's like a.
So a little bit of whatever for.
Yeah, a little bit
for
of
scrims, and then for matches, you're a breakfast guy.
Strictly breakfast. Until the team is not like feeling breakfast, we're strictly breakfast.
That's what Damon used to eat: bacon and eggs. Before tournament days.
Solid choice.
He won a lot.
Yeah, he won a lot. I'm trying to replicate that. Well, bag secured.
You've been using the Milano lately, right?
Yeah, I have been. You're gonna see it in a match here soon.
Hell yeah! They told me I was talking to Seth and Matt, and they were like, "Yeah, Dill uses basically just the Milano on raid."
Yeah, only raid.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, I fuck with Dylan because he uses not the regular shit. That's why in MW, I was a super big advocate for letting the pro players use blueprints on their guns.
Yeah, blueprints, camos, like all
camos,
that stuff.
Because it was so boring. Like halfway into the year when it was just black M4s and blacked out MP5s, and that's all you saw like the whole time.
Yeah. No, I feel like I'm the only one with balls to use it in a match.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Like, so the guns that I always use. Like, for instance, last year, the Uzi and the Ram 7, I sucked at gun runner, so I used it to try to be better, and the thing is the Uzi was really good long range compared to the MP5, and that just fits my style more. And then you also have, like, the Ram 7, which also, like, shot the fastest out of any gun, pretty much. Like, they had the really fast fire rate, so I could just melt people.
Right.
And there was a headshot multiplier. Same thing with the Milano. Like, I look at raid as, I'm not bad at raid with like a 7.4U.
Yeah.
But I want to use the Milano, and it has a crazy headshot multiplier.
Okay.
And there's so many head glitches on raid. Like, I can't tell you how many times I'm coming out of pillars, like trying to gun someone off of a ring heady.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible. So that's why I choose to use it on the map. And
you
I
don't
don't
see
know.
any other subs using it?
No one else uses it.
Yeah, that's
Apparently.
the thing. Whenever you started playing on Gunrunner and you started using the Uzi, and then I don't even remember you using the Ram, but I just remember being like, I was like, nobody else uses the Uzi. Just watch him the whole time because it's so much more fun.
Yeah, it's
for other
something
people.
different, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah, the only reason I stopped using the Uzi is because they banned my rounds. They literally trying to nerf me. They're like, they realized how OP it was.
Yeah. When you're playing, like the first time you brought out the Milano in practice, what is it like for your teammates? Because you have to fry with it, or they're gonna be like, "Dope, pull out the 7.4."
Yeah. So like, there's definitely that feeling. But I think after last year, me using the Milano or the Ram 7 and Uzi, and become like my worst map becoming like a better map.
Yeah.
They realized like, all right, like I'll just trust it. You know? I'll just let them
do this
until I'm going double neg every map. Like, then they need to say something.
Yeah.
I tell myself something even. I don't know. I can't wait to use it in a match. So.
Yeah, dude. They're casters. That's a caster's dream. They've been looking for something to talk about all of these matches besides the same thing. So whenever you like that first clip when you pull it out in the when the countdown starts,
oh yeah, they're gonna be so interested.
And start talking about it, dude. That's gonna be
it has
fun.
Like using off-meta weapons like that has like a little effect on people. I feel like that don't have like the mental fortitude they need to.
Dude, that's how we made a career.
If I'm dying to a Milano, and I'm not using it or whatever, like I'm gonna be tight. I might be tight and like I'm being shredded by a Milano.
Yeah, and then in GBs we can use basically anything. So
yeah, and now take that into like effect like in a real match.
Oh, dude, I can't even. That's what I'm saying. I can't even imagine.
Like the little feeling that I know like they're getting tight just by me killing them is like great. I'm just like smiling on the inside.
Yes.
Well, it was great riding. You know, I got to catch up on scrims now. Yeah. I think we got Seattle and Paris today, so should be a good day of scrim. We got S&D and all that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And time to eat first because I'm fucking starving.
Yeah. Not the best park job, but I'll let you.
You know what? It's not my car.
All right, we're out.
I don't really know whether or not Dylan was being serious about the Milano. I don't know. Obviously, I haven't played the game in like a month, so I wouldn't even know what's what. But if he does, I'd be rooting for him. Obviously, last segment of the show, obviously my favorite part, which is predictions. And luckily, since there's only 3 matches on Sunday or today, we get to talk about them today. Paris Legions versus the Florida Mutineers. Obviously, Legion, the Legion just lost 0-3 last night. Wait, what's today? Are they playing today? Yeah, so they do play today, obviously. But 2 days ago, on Friday, they lost 0-3, and I don't know I don't know what's going on right there. I don't know which one. Any thoughts on almost that? Because that team is fucking stacked.
Paris?
Yeah,
They're in shambles.
What do you think it is?
The camp is falling apart, Hector. It's falling apart.
The Eiffel Tower.
Listen, I don't know what's going on over there, but it's not looking good. And I have some sources.
Yeah, shit.
I have some sources. It's not looking good over there.
What do you think's gonna happen over there, Tommy?
The whole team's gonna blow the fuck up.
I feel like if you look at it,
mental
breakdowns, people going.
You can't go back from
honestly,
that.
I mean, they haven't won a series.
Yeah.
They haven't won a series. They made the change with Donnie. They swapped out Fire. They bring in Temp, and it hasn't changed anything. They're still kind of shit. I mean, let's be honest. I'm not trying to be mean. They're not.
Dude, the bottom 6 teams they look like.
But one thing with Paris that just to be positive, they do show signs of life. Like they bring a lot of top teams to the wire. Like they show sometimes they show that they're pretty good. They have a lot of talent. They're just not executing. They're not putting it together. But they're also going up against Florida, who's the same thing.
Right.
A bunch of a lot of talent, but they don't execute. They don't come out and they don't get the results that they want. So
yeah, and look, the 3-0 from Rocker to them was obviously they're a well-oiled machine right now. Rocker is. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it was all on one side or if there is trouble in paradise in Paradise. Get it? So I don't know. Who do you got winning this one? Karma, Florida, or Paris?
Jeez, I don't know because I mean Florida made a change too, and I don't really think shit changed there in their camp. I don't know, dude.
Wait, why isn't Awakening playing? Or is he?
No, he's playing.
No, he
Oh,
is.
okay. I had
Havoc instead of Slack.
Yeah.
But
that's what it was. Slack. Yeah.
Slacked.
I don't think it really changes anything. I mean, it may be a new dynamic, but how do they look in their first match?
They look okay.
They look better, maybe, or the same.
They look the same to
Yeah.
me, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, by looks of it, it's a must-win match for both of them, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Florida has 7 wins. Paris has 4. They might close the gap to 8th somehow, but Minnesota's going to keep climbing. Shit, I don't know. I'm going to go fucking say Paris wins this somehow.
I like it.
I like it.
I like it.
I don't know the score. Fuck it. 3-2.
3-2. I like. Look, man. I like it.
We're gonna get the Paris that came out versus FaZe. Maybe. Who knows?
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
They come
right?
out
Like, it doesn't make sense,
and they
man.
take FaZe to like a game 5 or whatever it was, and then they just can't win a series now.
Yeah, but again, is that Paris or is that FaZe? Right? Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
it switches on this one.
LAG. Fuck it. Wait, they were the ones that beat FaZe,
beat
right?
FaZe.
Those
I don't
guys
know.
can't get more than like 20 kills in a series right now.
Yeah.
Like they're struggling too.
Yeah. Man.
So I don't know.
But this is what I like about it. It is a must win for man. Poor London, man. Like holy shit.
Yeah.
What do teams like this do, right? Like how do they prepare for the following seasons? Like obviously, like you see something's not working. I'll tell you what, man. If my team was in this position, like all the way the fuck down there, I don't care how much I like them. You know what I mean?
Something's happening.
Something's gotta.
Yeah.
That's what you think. I've been there last year.
Yeah.
They don't think like that.
Right.
Yeah, they
You're
don't.
They don't.
You think an ownership group or
Oh
players?
yeah, no, they don't.
Yeah.
I know they don't.
No sense of urgency or
There's very few people I'd ever want to play with again in the CDL.
yeah. No, I bet.
Some of it
One
seems
probably
like-
being you if I ever did. Like it was bad.
Sometimes I feel like they don't care.
That's
I
how
mean, I'm looking at Seattle's bench right now. They got Joey Nubsy on the bench. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just certain things just don't add up. It's like if you actually cared about winning, you would put thought process into your sub. You would put thought process into the team. If things weren't going well, you start looking at challengers. Maybe bring somebody up. You know, just at least making something happen. So
Shake
like
it
some
up
of
a
the,
little bit.
Huh?
Shake it up a little bit.
Yeah, shake it up. Just change it up. I mean, you see it with
I mean,
a lot of these
after
teams.
last year, you'd think they fucking would have been a bit more serious about it. Like
I don't know.
just snag someone.
But if they're at the
I don't know,
bottom,
though.
you know, I don't want to hear anybody bitching if they're sucking because they're not doing anything to help it.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
My problem is that there is alternatives, though. My problem is that there is alternatives. You can just say, I don't know what it. Look, I'm not gonna talk about anyone's business. I'm in a different position than you guys are because obviously, you know, I interact with the ownership groups in scenarios like these. But
Oh, I don't have a problem. It's a bunch of bullshit.
yeah,
Like it's bad.
man, I don't know.
And that's only from experience with one team, but
Yeah.
I could probably tell you that I think it's very similar for a lot of teams.
Would you say that it's similar for the bottom 4 teams? I don't see
Well-
the bottom 4 team. Maybe it's the bottom. I don't know. I don't know.
I would, but like I don't know.
I don't know the dynamics. I don't know the private conversation, so I'm not gonna make any.
Actually, no,
I'm
yeah,
not gonna
I
pass
would say it
judgment.
is. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
All right. So
Like I said,
we,
bro.
we all said Paris, yeah.
I would say Paris
Nah,
3-2. That's
I'm
what I
going
was going to
Florida.
say.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm
You
going
nears?
Florida 3-0.
So
Ooh.
Paris, Florida, Paris. I'll go Florida.
Tom's not
Split it up.
wrong. Florida should probably just slam them.
I mean, if Florida's playing their game, they're gonna smoke them.
Yeah.
They're gonna smoke them.
All right. The following match at 3:30 p.m. is Minnesota Rocker versus Toronto Ultra, the reigning champs from last.
in the game.
Are they?
Dude, they're nice.
That's what people are
They're
saying.
good. They're really good.
You think they found their groove?
Yeah. I mean, the biggest thing
They
is
have a
Bant's
good
kicked
map
up.
pool too,
Yeah, they have a good map
and
pool.
Bants. Yeah.
Bant's really kicked up. The chemistry just looks really good. Insight was a good add to the team. I just feel like they play better with Insight for
Yeah.
some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Who did he replace again?
Zinni
Zinni.
replaced
Oh,
methods.
yeah.
Got to be like the language thing.
I don't know. I honestly
He's one
think
shot.
like
He's one shot.
I understand
Yeah.
people like to mix up.
Oi! He's behind the fridge.
Cam behind you, Ben. Get him.
People like to mix up teams like NA, EU, stuff like that, but I always felt all NA or all EU always did better. I just feel like
Yeah.
chemistry-wise, you have a few anomalies with stuff like that, but maybe it's just a chemistry thing.
Yeah, I mean the
but-
last good team was like Splice, right? All of you.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Splice. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was Splice.
Yeah.
It was Splice.
Man, I wonder what I wonder how much better Wuskins or somebody else on the bench or somebody that isn't in the pro team like would do. You know what I mean? In situations like these where he can fit in some of these and would instantly make them better. In my
I
opinion.
mean, I don't know the deal with Trey, but that's just like mind blowing.
Yeah, 0-2, yeah.
He didn't even play a map this year. He didn't even play.
Yeah. Who else is out
That
there?
goes back to what I said. I'm telling you, bro. It's like it's a cesspool, like up there, but down there.
Yeah. Up there, but down there.
I follow.
I followed it 100%. All right, so who do you got? Minnesota Rocker or Toronto?
Ooh, I'm gonna go Toronto Ultra. I think, but I don't know. They're fucking. I think they're both like neck and neck right now, probably. Especially if Minnesota like plays their game and Toronto plays their game. I mean, that's like a fucking finals match right there, potentially.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm gonna go 3-2, but I don't know. I think it's really even series. I think they both have really good maps that are like the same maps, and they both have a deep map pool, and they're both good at search. So
Yeah,
I don't know
they're
what the
both good
game
at
breaker will
search,
be.
for sure. I'm gonna go with Toronto 3-1. I think Minnesota they're a little iffy in their hardpoint still.
Yeah.
Like they struggled in hardpoint. They picked up Standy. They looked really good. They had like a honeymoon stage for a week. Their hardpoint looked phenomenal. And now it just looks like they're still a little rough in that game mode. And then Toronto, I think, is really good at S&D. Like I think Minnesota is good at S&D, but for some reason, I really like the way Toronto plays S&D. So I could see them really taking this series by storm, to be honest. But it can go either way. You're right, because Minnesota is one of those teams that they can.
If they
take
win the
down
hard
anybody.
point, they come out fucking
especially
hot.
if they come out and take the hard point. So it can go either way. But
For sure.
for a prediction, I'm going 3-1 Toronto.
Yeah, I was going to piggyback off that as well. I'd say 3-1 Toronto on that matchup.
Look, I don't like to go against my friends over in Rocker, but facts are facts. And right now, Bance, Kleenex, Insight. Who's the last? Who am I forgetting?
Bands,
Cammy?
Kleenex, Inside, yeah, and Cammy.
And
It is a
Cammy.
lot of
Oh
pressure,
my God,
though.
Fucking Cammy, been nasty.
It is a lot of pressure though. Like Ben, I think was a huge part in that major win for them.
100%.
Then he's got to keep that up, and they really all have to keep it up. They got to keep firing.
Yeah.
And he's been keeping it up. I mean,
Yeah.
he showed it yesterday. I mean,
Yeah.
he's been going crazy. He's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
going crazy.
There's
So
really
we'll see.
not much left of the year too. Like you never know. They could ride this high and fucking cruise.
Imagine.
That'd be
Imagine. Oh, shit.
That'd be nuts.
yeah.
Fucking Adamo is gonna be fucking jumping for fucking joy. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm also gonna go again. Toronto. I will say 3-2. I think it's gonna be a close one, just because you can never count out somebody like Priesta. You know what I mean? He's just I think I don't know from a leadership standpoint what he is, but his gameplay definitely I think is something that people follow. So last but not least, the marquee game fuel match of the night.
Oh, yeah.
The creme de la creme, the Los Angeles Thieves versus us, OpTic Chicago. What say you, Karma? I mean, obviously we know the answer, but what's the score? Now remember, LAT's been fucking on.
I know.
They took FaZe to the.
They went Game 5 the other day, right?
Yep.
How close is that series? I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I watched it.
Yeah. how
Like,
close
was it
that series?
close or like?
I mean,
Wait, did
I'm
they beat
sad.
them? They beat them on Moscow Hardpoint, right?
yeah,
Is that
yeah,
that series?
And they clutched up. Honestly,
That's-
FaZe kind of trolled a little bit, but I mean,
Yeah.
100 Thieves looks a lot better. They really do.
No.
I mean, it's surprising, obviously, right? When
Who'd
but
OpTic
it-
play in their match this week?
Huh?
Who'd OpTic play in their match this week? They
we
play
didn't.
one?
This is we only
the
have
first
one
one.
match.
Only one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, what's that? They're fucking practicing. Don't. Ooh, they're right there.
There's one guy there.
No, I have a high.
I mean,
confidence.
okay, I'll play this way. I don't really know how I was gonna go, but OpTic has to come out swinging.
Yeah.
You know, like Thieves, they're not doing the best, but they're no joke right now. You know, they're still like top 5, top 6.
And how many matches did they play this weekend?
I want to say just
2?
one. Well, I think it'll be their
Is it-
second.
So is this gonna be their third?
No, I think
No
they-
shot, they played
No,
3
no,
matches.
No, right? It's gonna be the
Yeah,
second
their
match.
second,
Yeah,
their
yeah.
second,
Yeah, I don't think it makes a difference. I don't think it makes a difference for us. I don't think it makes a difference for them. Obviously,
No.
everybody's like
If it was the same
Oh,
day,
yeah,
screaming
no,
every
but-
day.
I'm not saying that.
From
I'm just
a
saying
warm-up
like
perspective.
they're not doing bad right now. They
No.
almost like 2 days ago had a close ass series versus FaZe.
Yeah.
Given it could have, might have been a little fluky here and there, but I don't know. I think the boys got to come out and play some good game.
Yeah. Look, I think we are. I think we are going to come out swinging. What do you think, Tommy? It's okay. Look, hey, I know where you're at. So
no. I'm gonna be honest.
Freely.
I mean, it's hard to
At
say
your own
because
risk, motherfucker.
100 Thieves, when I watch them play, they're playing a completely different game now. Like when they made all their switches and stuff, like they have a lot more pace to their team. They have a very like run and gun play style now, which is kind of like how like FaZe and Dallas like to play, like very free flow.
You can always run into a wall, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. So they've been really good, but then I mean you can't underplay your guys as well. I mean OpTic, another team, they've been they have so much potential. They can execute. OpTic Thieves, it's always a good one, but I'm gonna go 3-2 Thieves.
All right.
I think the pacing that they're bringing right now and the high energy that they're on, they're gonna. I bet you want me to leave. I can leave.
What do you think, Bill?
I mean, I hope we will take it. I'm hoping for a good match. Although, I mean, obviously, it'd be nice to just wipe the floor with them and have a nice 3-0 win. I hope to see a good match. So hopefully, I'll say 3-2.
3-2. I'm gonna go 3-1 us. Just simply because right now Nate's in Houston and I'm here with my boys. Because I love them. You know what I mean? I can't.
Good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go.
I'm kidding.
I'm probably gonna go 3-1 too. I don't know. I feel like a lot of Thieves maps, like favored maps, are a lot of OpTic strong maps.
Yeah.
Even though I guess they don't really play too many, or we don't see them play too many.
Yeah.
But if we get a bunch of checkmates, I mean, we know that's OpTic strong suit.
Yep.
I mean, we don't need to sugarcoat it. This can go either way.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, any one of these two, these are like two powerhouse teams. I mean, these are just predictions. I'm just going based off kind of how 100 Thieves has been looking recently, like this past week or two.
Kenny's been doing an exceptional job.
Yeah, he's nasty.
He's moving, like actually moving. He's become this sort of a hybrid fucking player.
Yeah.
Where
it's like what Tom said. They I think they all just have like the mindset now that's like, all right, like we're just gonna go, like just fucking everyone go with the flow.
I feel like they're in a little bit
honeymoon still.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like they're still on a high horse right now. Like their culture, their team has completely changed. And I've talked to some of the guys. Yeah. I was talking to TJ last night. TJ's just like, I'd be running and gunning now, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like making plays.
I think they're just having fun, like trying to figure it out still. And like they said, they're in 6. It's not the worst spot. You're going game 5 versus FaZe.
Middle of the pack ain't bad,
definitely
dude.
Not the worst spot. I don't know. I'm really excited. This is probably the match I'm most excited for sure of the weekend.
That is why that's the Game Fuel marquee match of the weekend. And with that, we're going to send you over to the match of Paris versus Florida Mutineers. Go over there. First line in the description. Click that link. Tell them who sent you. We'll see you guys next week. I'm back, baby.